Good evening. Today we are going to discuss about Green Revolution. Green Revolution. So the Green Revolution means what? In previous classes also I told about the Green Revolution. Large yield production, huge yield production by using semi-dwarf varieties is called Green Revolution. We know very well India is a agriculture country. 33% of GDP contribution from agriculture only in India. 62% of people involved in agriculture only. The chance to ask question, how much percentage of people are employed in agriculture? 62%. How much percentage of GDP contribution in agriculture in India? 33%. During mid 1960s, the dramatic increase in food production, it leads to Green Revolution. The wheat or rice, too much increase. The production of wheat and rice, for example, in 1962-2000 year, the wheat production 11 million tons to 75 million tons. Rice production 35 million tons to 89.5 million tons. Dramatic increase in food production. This is called Green Revolution. You just look it on the screen. I'm going to share the document and I will explain this concept. We are just discussing Green Revolution. So just now I said agriculture, India is agriculture country. 33% of GDP contribution from agriculture. Nearly 62% of the population directly employs in agriculture. So in India, mid 1960s, the wheat and rice dramatic increase in food production. That's nothing but we considered as a Green Revolution. So during 1960 to 2000 year, just now I said wheat production increased from 11 million tons to 75 million tons. Wheat production 11 to 75 million tons. The rice production increased from 35 million tons to 89.5 million tons. Nobel laureate Norman E. Borlaug, he developed semi-dwarf varieties of wheat in Mexico. So it leads to Green Revolution in there. So we called him father of Green Revolution. But in India, M.S. Swaminathan introduced some semi-dwarf varieties. So we call M.S. Swaminathan father of Green Revolution in India. If the question asking who was the father of Green Revolution means Norman E. Borlaug. Who was the father of Green Revolution or who called father of Green Revolution in India means M.S. Swaminathan. A Nobel laureate Norman E. Borlaug works in International Center for Wheat and Maize Improvement in Mexico. That may chance to ask sometimes. In this time only, in 1963, high yielding and disease resistant wheat varieties Sonalika, Kalyan Sona were introduced in India for a high yield production. So Sonalika, Kalyan Sona, which varieties? Question. Wheat varieties. Some type of questions. Sonalika, Kalyan Sona introduced in India in which year? 1963. Then at the same time, semi-dwarf rice varieties were derived from IR8. IR8 developed at International Rice Research Institute, IRRI, Philippines. IARI is different. Indian Agriculture Research Institute. International Rice Research Institute, Philippines is different. Careful on that. IR8 developed at which center? IRRI. Philippines, and Taichung native 1 from Taiwan. These two are rice varieties introduced in India. Later, better yielding semi-dwarf varieties, Jaya, Ratna, were developed in India. So, which of the following is the rice varieties? IR8, Taichung native 1, Jaya, and Ratna. Sonalika Kalyan Sona is a wheat varieties. IR82, Taichung native 1 or TN1, Jaya, and Ratna was a rice varieties. You must and should careful on that. Identify, add one, or which of the following is a not a rice variety, which of the following is a not wheat variety. Such type of questions may chance to ask here. Next, product sugar cane amma. Sugar cane we know very well. There are two types of sugar cane. South Indian sugar cane is a Saccharum barberry. South Indian sugar cane is a Saccharum officinarum. It having thicker stems, higher sugar content. But North Indian sugar cane is a Saccharum barberry. It's having a poor sugar content and yield. So then North Indian peoples are trying to grow of the Saccharum officinarum in North Indian places. But that does not grow in well in North Indian places. Then what to do? They thought that Saccharum barberry, Saccharum officinarum, both are crossing and producing hybrid sugar cane. So when crossing of Saccharum barberry North Indian sugar cane and Saccharum officinarum South Indian sugar cane and produced a hybrid sugar cane having desirable qualities like high yield, thick stems, high sugar content and ability to grow in North India. So very important of this question. How the question? Name the what is the scientific name of sugarcane in North India? What is the scientific name of sugarcane in South India? South Indian sugarcane is a Saccharum officinarum with a thicker stems, higher sugar content. North Indian sugarcane is a Saccharum barberry and then poor sugar content and yield. Next topic, millets. Production of millets. Hybrid maize, jowar, bajra have been developed in India. So for example, during cultivation time, only water dependent crops when cultivated, then if less water or a drought condition, what are going to be cultivated, that time very difficult. So that's why so water resistance, resistant to water stress, that type of crops also need to be developed. So sometimes where water available, that time okay, rice or some other crops. When water stress condition, that time water stress plants or water stress crops need to be cultivated. So that's why hybrid maize, jowar and bajra have been developed in India. It includes high yielding varieties resistant to water stress condition. This is very important.